Hi everyone, welcome back. We're looking at indices here. 1 hour chart. We can see that so far S&P has been kind of sideways, consolidating sideways to the upside, and I believe we still are not done with higher prices. I'm actually interested to see this high being taken out potentially. We do have an order block here, and this swing high, usually that's swing high inside or like just below an order block is, usually a nice target to be ran out. And if we look at Nasdaq is kind of just consolidating. We still have this imbalance. I think we might fill also. So I'm looking for higher prices basically on the hourly chart. I'll probably go with S&P. My drawing liquidity, yeah, with these, also in the 15-minute time frame, you can see that this 15-minute basically equal highs are, they're suspect to be ran out. And we do have in 4 minutes, we do have the 10 a.m. CB consumer confidence high impact news. So I would expect that the news would drive, price will be driven higher with the news. So right now we're basically also creating relative equal highs here. We are below 50% currently of this fractal here. So again, I'm anticipating just a spike higher with the news. And I'm going to go long. Taking this trade also. This will probably be my last trade for the year. I'm taking this on my live account also. Alright, so again, usually in news like these that are not CPI FMC, you can see in the last few minutes price will aggressively kind of push in the opposite direction where it's supposed to go. So I'm looking at my as screen on Nasdaq and the Dow at the same time. So I'm just going to enter here. Here we are. Stop a little bit below this low, just 2 points below. Yeah, that's good. And we are going to go for 2-hour trade, just slightly above the 1 hour, the higher portion of the 1 hour imbalance. I don't need it to go all the way up here. All I'm aiming for is, again, is a 2-hour trade. Well, actually, let's do a little bit like 2.5 basically. Yeah. Like this. Let's see if we can get that. Alright, 1 minute until the news. here we go. I also like how essentially you can see here two overlapping gaps. Well, this is a gap also, actually. Essentially, this is like a reverse inception model, because otherwise this would be a setup for shorts. But now these two overlapping areas, serve as support. Support when price breaks above, comes back down, serves as support to go higher. At least that's my way of looking at it. We were also really just in a discount compared to this fractal. So let's see. So far, I do like what I'm looking at. It would be nice to see these equal highs being ran out. Okay, good. We're now in the highs. And at this point, again, basically we're at 1.5 R in profit. Actually, let me just reduce a little bit, yeah. So it'll be a little bit more than 2 R, a little bit like 2.3, something like that, whatever. This is fine by me. At this point, my stop will be at break even. And I'm adjusting it on my phone. Come on. Okay. Yep. So again, risk-free trade. If it comes back, takes me out, I'll just end up in a small win. Stop loss slightly in profit. As you can see, we basically hit the 50% right now of the 1 hour imbalance. Yeah, pretty much 50%. Let's see if we can climb higher. I really like how the bodies of these candles, you can see wicks, but they literally just closed exactly at the lower border of the imbalance, of the overlapping gaps. And obviously I would like to see this gap, this new gap, to stay open. I'd like to see this gap being open. So again, the whole idea of trading is really first, in my opinion, is to, well, first you identify bias. How you identify bias is that you look for a drawing liquidity, and how you identify drawing liquidity, that comes from experience. Simple as that. Nobody can teach you it in just a few months. It takes time, looking at charts over and over again, and that's why even if you cannot be a scalper, it's very good. It's very beneficial to look at the price action on the 1 minute chart, because it happens so many times. It happens much more often, time, price, and fractal. So everything that you'll see on high time frames will obviously happen on lower time frames, and it just ingrains in your memory, in your subconscious mind, all those patterns, all those how price behaves. You'll see how it behaves very similar in a lot of cases, and again, you can just implement it on any time frame you want, but being able to see it live on lower time frames, it's just, that's how you speed up your learning process. At least that's how it was for me, and I found myself being a scalper, and that's exactly, that perfectly suits my psychology, and that's what I'm doing. Simple as that. So again, you determine the drawn liquidity, then the entry is, again, whatever your model of entry is. An order block and FVG can be overlapping imbalances plus volume imbalances, just volume imbalances, or order block and imbalance, whatever it is, or a turtle soup. You can work with a lot of different things, really. An entry model should be unique just to you. And there we go. You can see target hit. This imbalance price never came back to this, so this was like a breakaway gap. A little retracement, right, pretty much at the 50% of the hourly imbalance. And again, we'll see if price can attack this high. My trade is already closed. This was my last live trade for the year. I certainly believe that you should not be trading next week. So Friday, if anything, should be your last trade. I'll probably do some more demo trades. And then next week, Monday is Christmas. There's definitely there's no reason for you to trade on after Christmas and until maybe the first week of January. So we'll see what we get. Obviously, it's always nice to still observe price action, but as you can see, the logic was there. Where, in my opinion, I might be a little bit biased, but in my opinion, it was rather simple. Drawn liquidity, imbalance. You can see. Let's look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq is actually still catching up. It still has catching up to do. It's just been consolidating this in the range. But also is coming higher. But S&P was pure beauty, and it delivered as I expected. Anyway, hope you've learned something today, and I wish everyone a very, very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And until I talk to you sometime in the new year, and I have a few things in mind that I want, new ideas that I want to implement coming in the new year, and we'll see what happens. Anyways, happy holidays, and I'll talk to you in the new year. Take care.